Hello and welcome back to A Hat in Time. It's been a while. I took a week off, thereabouts. And today we're going to be doing Chapter 4, continuing on from last time where we did Chapter 3 with the Spooky Forest. For those watching on YouTube, the Spooky Forest chapter didn't download properly and therefore I haven't got the footage. However, just bear in mind that it was spooky and you got to see a bit of it in Chapter 2 as well. Right, let's get started. So we did one timepiece in the Alpine Skyline, which was in the birdhouse, and we need to find the next one in free roam. So unlike the other levels, this one you have to kind of find them, although the hat to see the objective does work, and so it will kind of point you in the right direction anyway. This one takes a bit of time to load because it's quite a big map. Here we go. So for those who watched last time, you may remember that there's a few different islands that we can go to. Last time we went up to that cage up there, so let's have a look and see where it's going to tell me to go next. So this time we're going over to that island there, and it looks like we need to take the blue flags. Now let me just get up there. Now it's been a short time since I played this last, so I need to get back into the controls.
The old windmill is
Not too bad. Let's get all of the coins that we can on the way. So we need to go to the horn over here. I mean, there's yellow flags there. Okay, it looks like we have to go up to the top of this anyway. Oh, the platforms might fall down. Right, so there's a horn at the top of this, apparently. Is it up there? Yes, it is. Well, it looks like there's an ice platform there, so there could be another way up, but I'm going to take the jumping route. Oh, there's some more platforms over there. Okay, right, that's where we're meant to go. In here, there does appear to be a collectible. And we got some yarn. Oh, it freezes the camera in there. Right, the question is, how do we get over there? I don't see anything obvious. I could just jump over. Oh, you're meant to go over that way. Alright, let's do that. That almost went terribly. I wasn't expecting it to fall so fast, so I got kind of stuck in it as well. Yeah, get that one out of the way. Right. Now it should just be up here to the horn, and presumably that will give us the route to the next bit. Which will be nice. The only thing about these tight ropes is if you miss it, that's it, right? So there's a nice platform here. Oh, was I meant to go over there? Okay, right. That's fine. Right, so just like last time, there is a split path, so I'm going to have to go back along... I'm going to have to go back along the flags, and then... then take the other route. I can't switch over to it just by leaning here. I need to go all the way back. I thought I missed some coins here. Okay, well, that's convenient.
Make sure you swing towards the path you want. The old windmill.
Okay, so there's a purple flower here that I didn't notice before. Ow, that fire hurts. Right, so now we have to go left. And that'll take us up here. Alright, I've got the magnet badge. So last time I didn't have it, so I wouldn't have been able to collect all of these very easily, but... Okay, so there's a point to grab onto. It looks like those purple flowers are going to be dangerous. And of course, we've met the goats before. They do like to push you off the platform, so we'll avoid that. Whoops. So there is an ice jump here. Where's this leading me? It wants me to go up there. So the ice jump looks like it will go down there and into that area, which we will do later. There is a horn there, so that's likely going to be useful later. Although, where is this telling me to go? I have to go up there. Right, actually, it's going to be useful now. So, there we go.
This one leads to a horn. You can just see it.
Why is it not giving me the option? Okay, there you go. That one's a bit finicky. I don't remember that. Right, so we've got a horn to do.
I went up ahead.
Right, so we've got invisible cats on this island. And as you saw, they kind of knock you back and nick one of your coins. And that's why they're dangerous. It got me. Now the awkward thing is, oh, they don't respawn. I thought they did. Right, continuing back up here then. Get rid of that. Right, this time we won't fall off. There is one coming at me right now. It stole my hat. Okay, so not just coins then. There's some healing, that's good. Alright, we now have our hat back. And we have a new path. It looks like we need to get to the top over there. Oh. Let's get back over here. There is full damage in this game, so I'm glad I didn't take any there.
There, kid.
Right, so we should be able to just go to the top. So using the ice platform and then just running up there.
This one leads to a horn. You can just see it.
So the next timepiece should be at the top there. I'm not 100% sure, but it looks like it. There is the icon on the map, so... The windmill. So it does look like there are some turbines that are moving and some that aren't.
Have you come to make another?
We have the badge trader, so significantly reduce the cooldown when using hats. The mumble badge. I think we're going to leave it for now, just in case we need money to unlock anything at a later stage. Now, we can either go inside, or there looks like there's something up here. Quick look. Maybe we come out there later. I can't run up that wall, which suggests that it doesn't want me to do that. It does look like there's a collectible right there. This gate might open later as well. Alright, we're in the windmill. And just up there, there is a collectible. So, let's get that while we're here. And somehow I'm outside. That doesn't seem quite right. Right. Is there any other purpose to this area other than that? Doesn't look like it. So, the question is, how do we get up here? That looks like a good way. And we can go... Presumably, I'm guessing you can't walk on those ropes, or if you do, this might push you off. So let's just go with it. Let's see if I can walk on these ones. I cannot. Don't know if I was meant to do that or not, but if I have skipped some of the level, that is quite interesting. It looks like you're meant to go across there, and then maybe up to the platforms over that way. There is a box above that turns. That might be a difficult one to get onto. Yeah, that's going to be a hard one to get onto. Right. So it looks like next. Let's follow the route. That looks like it's the next bit, which is this one. So there is a rope here. I don't think I can put it down. It looks like I need to jump down here. There is a ladder there, so if not, then I can recover it. There is a present though. I will need this master to do this. And I need to wait again. So, there was a relic. This looks to be the right way. Oh, that spun me around. And I wasn't fast enough. Oh no. Alright, let's try that again. If I can get back. Maybe I have to go back in and out of the windmill again. Okay, so we've opened the gate, so I can retry that now. That's not too bad. I thought I was going to have to go all the way up again. Right. Let's destroy this while we're here. So. Oh no, I don't think I can redo it. I might need to come back for that at a later stage. Which is important because of the time rifts being tied to... or the purple time rifts being tied to relics. That's unfortunate, but revisit that at another time. Right. So we can jump straight over that. We've got a checkpoint there. I wonder if we can come back to a checkpoint and respawn it, but right, this looks like a difficult one. And I messed up. Right. This is the route that we were meant to take earlier, presumably. But I am going to go and jump up this way again. Now, I went up here. Let's see if we can do it again. Yes, right. Now that only stops halfway. And we'll be back out here. I've just realised I could have walked out of the gate and gone up that ladder again. Well, that's fine. Oh. Almost fell down. So, is there anything that makes this easier? No. That doesn't seem quite right. So maybe for that one I'll need to jump again, and we'll jump on the other side. That's a possibility. So if I go down there, run up that, perhaps that isn't the way afterwards. Oh. Right, okay. So we're up on the other side of that anyway. Where to go from here? It's very strange. I have forgotten the way here. Right, let's do it this way instead. That'll do nicely. And over the pole, and I messed that up, but recovery. Now, can I get up there instead? Right, let's follow around. There are some lifts there, but they look a bit too high up. Maybe we could use the spiders there. That was optimistic. I was trying to run up that. So there is a running jump point there from the level that I'm trying to get to. That's useful to know for later. I can't use those ridges as far as I know. In fact, I've fallen further down by doing what I did. Right, I'm going to go back round, see if I can use these spiders to jump a bit higher. Okay, so it's automatically placed me back here, suggesting that I need to go that way, but I skipped that whole bit, so actually I went backwards by doing what I did. And it looks like I'm going backwards now, because if I ignore that, I think I actually have to go this way. Right. That looks better. Right. Now that we've skipped some of the level. Get some coins. I don't know if that gate is permanently open, so maybe I can come back later and grab that relic really easily, or maybe not. That is one I will have to test. Is this solid? Yes it is. Right, we'll grab this yarn. That'll be useful for later. Right. Can we get up this? Yes, we can. Oops. That almost went wrong. Right, so the correct route looks like it's up here. And gradually getting up. Yeah, so here's the running point. Needed to do was get up there, but I jumped too early. So let's try that again. Skip some of it. Run, jump. Go for that. Right, making progress. Don't tell me I need to jump on that. That's horrible. Yep. Almost missed that. And I did miss that. At least it spawned me on the healing. Okay, I'm further up than I was before. Okay, they really like those kinds of jumps by the looks of it for this level. Right, okay, I was meant to jump on it on this side. Like that. Okay, so the camera locks when you're up there. There's some birds here. Evil birds. We're almost at the end. There looks like there's a gap up there, so we'll be going outside again. How do I go? Just can't quite make it there. So if I go like that, followed by that, that works quite nicely. And only just got that. Okay, so this is where I need to go outside as well. I found an invisible platform, so that is very handy. Don't know how that works, but good stuff. And here's the outside bit that we saw earlier. I'm glad I had a double jump there because I almost fell down. Coins. Right, so we've got this lift right here, which looks to be the only way up this. Get away from that thing. Oh good. Health back. I wonder if we can run up there. I better do it the way that it's telling me to, which is this way. Have a look at that. Doesn't appear to be anything up there that would be useful anyway. So we need to get back over there. So we jump over to that, follow by this. Looks like we have to go back in the windmill before we get to the top. Right, so here's some spiders. Get rid of that. I don't think I'm meant to jump directly up there. That looks like a bad idea, so I'm going to go the way that I think it's meant to go, which is over here. That looks like... yeah, okay. So there was a trapdoor in that platform. That is what happened, so you have to be quick. And there's one up there as well, so that platform is actually a trick platform as well. Just about. Right, so there's a spider here as well. Slide that out of the way. Maybe that wasn't a trick platform, but at least it's a checkpoint. Right, so the camera's locked here. Looks like I can go directly up from this. There's the timepiece up there. Looks like we need to go outside. Okay, I need to jump a bit earlier. That platform became less solid for a second there. I'm glad I got that on recording because that's so bizarre. When I jumped onto it, it must have just clipped a bit too far above me and yeah, pushed me through. Okay, and this looks like the timepiece. Okay, so something is happening with these flowers. Right, so it's put us back into free roam. It looks like it wants me to go over there, which is into the void. I wonder if I have to take the flags back down. Slightly strange. Can I take the flags back down? Doesn't look like it. Right. So it's telling me to go that way, but I don't think that's quite right. So it's telling me so that's the Twilight Bell. We've been over there to the bird cage.
The Twilight Bell is this way.
What is it telling me to do? What I'm going to do is exit out the level and come back into it and see if it refreshes that. Because technically we have finished that level. Right. So there's the windmill, we've completed it. And there is a time rift, so that's handy tonight. And there is a finale that we're halfway to, thereabouts. There is a time rift. That looks like a horn on the left. And there's the windmill. So, hi peer reviewed. Welcome to the stream. We are doing A Hat in Time, Chapter 4. And I've just found this time rift. And there's the windmill. That's what we just did. So let's go and see if we can find that before we go anywhere else. While we're there, we can also do that relic. And see if we can get that. So this, the hat should now say somewhere else. No, actually it's still pointing me that way. How odd. Anyway, right, what we'll do is I'm going to go back to the windmill, see if I can find that time rift, but also get that relic, because we'll need it for the purple time rift later.
The old windmill hut.
Alright, so we're going to go left. Now I think it's going to be on that platform with the house just to the left there. Because it did have a background. I think it might be on top of that. Maybe not. There are some platforms that are invisible there, so maybe that's related. Where does that lead to? 69, nice. Okay, so there was something up here. Not what we were looking for, but some yarn in a chest. Now, the time rift was on top of a house with a kind of red mask on top of it, looking up at the windmill, so it should be over there. Okay, so let's not anger that goat. Okay, so there's the horn over there. So there was a red horn, so it's going to be over on that house over there. But before we do that, I'm going to go quickly to the windmill and see if I can get that relic that we missed last time. And also grab the coins on the way. Hopefully I can get down from these as well as up to the windmill, because if not I might have to rezone again. Right, so this is not open. That is really unfortunate. So we'll quickly get there. So if I remember correctly, if we go up here, I'm going to do the same thing as last time. Get further up than we're meant to be, because we need to get over there. So if we go up here, where there seems to be an invisible wall, but managed to get past it that time. We're now in the area with that relic. I don't know if I need to collect all of the coins, but I would think that we might. Oh, I missed it. No, that's gonna run out of time. Okay, right, let's skip that and get the relic. Yes. Alright, we got a crayon, which is very good because we've been collecting crayons already, so I wonder if I've maxed that one out yet. Don't need to open the gate this time. So this is going to take some doing, but I need to jump backwards. This is not how you play this level. Alright. That works very nicely. So now we have to go down the yellow flags just to the right here to get to that time rift, I'm assuming. Now I'm just going to use the hat here. That is telling me to go over there into the void. So I'm assuming that maybe it doesn't know where the next one is. So maybe we get to choose. So we haven't been to that volcano over there. We have been to the birdhouse. We haven't been to the bell. Does anyone want to choose volcano or to the bell next? Yeah, it might echo a bit in this mountain range. Right, so if we go over here.
This one leads to a horn.
Oh, I forgot about that. This set of flags is a bit awkward. Okay, where is it up there? This set of flags is a bit awkward because it wouldn't let me grab it. A hat and peak. I wonder if anyone's made a custom level for this. So, in a Hat in Time, there are community levels that you can download. So I wonder if someone's made anything like that, because they did make something along the lines of Phoenix Wright, if I remember correctly. And I did have a look at that a little while ago. It was a long time ago, in fact. But oh, I forgot about those. At least it didn't steal my hat this time. Right, so now we need to get to the top of this. Oh, this is not a jump pad. I was hoping that would have been easy. Right, so they're going to steal my coin. It's easier to let them steal the coin at that stage. So there is the time rift. just on top of this hat. It's still my hat. Give me my hat back. Oh, there's two on this island. Oh wait. Right, so first time rift of this chapter. Right, so we can already see that the ice hat will be involved in this by that platform in the cinematic. And we can see that invisible cats will be involved by that. At the moment, they've probably been the most frustrating enemy to come up against because of that. So they can stop you in mid-air and that's it, right? You cannot survive that. Oh, they're on the little platforms as well. That one used force push. Right. I think I'm going to try and get around them rather than letting them hit me. That one is visible, so maybe I can get that before it gets me. There was one further down. Oh, there's a checkpoint right here as well. Okay, so there's bound to be one. Yep, there it is. I didn't know you notice that you can see the paws. Right, so there's nothing in those. Now that came down. I don't know if I'm meant to do that, but here's the timepiece, so it works. We have a roll. Let's go with a new colour. Right. Equip. What do we look like? A rare sticker has appeared in Time's End. And here we are with our new colours. Looks kind of navy and white. Not bad. Right. So there is the time rift. Now, if we go back into free roam, as I was saying, the hat is pointing to the void, so I think we're going to have to choose where to go. So the choices are a volcano or a giant bell. Does anyone have a preference in chat? So the bell is over there, and the volcano is over there. So the red flags go to the volcano by the looks of it, and then we've got the green flags to the bell. Volcano, we've got one for volcano. 2 for volcano. Okay, volcano first then. Because that's still pointing to the void, so we'll see what we can do in the volcano. Where's the flags? Down here. Right, here we go. To the volcano! Is there something glowing on top of it, or if not glowing, then something spiky? I think the animation's just paused until we get closer to it though. That's still pointing to the void over there. Right.
This heat is great. Oh, it's even hotter to the right.
This heat is great, it's even hotter to the right. Right, so there is something glowing up there. I think I'm going to go right, like it said. Mess up the jump. So to do that jump, you have to be above the target, and it has to kind of register that you're above the target, otherwise it will kind of break. And you also have to be facing them, which is kind of awkward because how it leaves you isn't always facing. Right, so if I go that way, that way, that way. Right, there we go. This way for the lava cake. Okay, so there's cake here, so this is definitely the right way. Cake. Ember Summit, so there is a treasure here. There's nothing down from here. Read my red flag message. Red flag message? Oh. I looked away for a second there. I love a red flag, just how I like my... Plenty of red flags. Hey. Sorry, I missed that one. The chat was moving too fast. I've got the chat on a small screen at the moment, so I can read a few messages at a time. Oh, that's what forced me off the cliff last time. One of the bully birds. Right. So this looks stationary. Oh, checkpoint. Come, give me some health. Give me nothing. Right. So we can see that is in the shape of a cake. The layers look a bit disoriented in that sense. That second one should be down here to make a proper cake. Alright, let's head over there. Finding some health. Right. This house is on fire. Not great. So, there's some red flags over here. I'm gonna miss that jump, aren't I? Only just got that. So here is the lava cake. I think this is the next one that we can do. And of course there's the bell. So it looks like it's not pointing to the... there we go. The lava cake. So it looks like it's not pointing to the zones anymore, where it did before. So we'll just head around. This is the lava cake. So there's these weird flowers again. I think as we complete the levels they'll bloom, and then that will lead us on to the finale. So it looks like these platforms are similar to some other games where they kind of are temporarily there, and then you have to wait for them to rise up again. Cannon into a volcano, not the safest way to travel. How did a place end up like this anyway? I do not know. Not the safest cake in the world. There is a flamethrower over here. I don't know if I can get rid of that. Nope, in fact, it will hurt me if I try and jump on it as well. So, birds that are on the top. Right, we can skip one of the platforms there. Straight into the cannon. Oh. That was not a good idea. Looking a bit toasty there. Right, let's see if I can just skip the platforms over there. These ones I can't skip. They are raising up.
Hey, this is clearly a safe place for a child to be.
Right. Clearly a safe place for a child, yeah, sure. Whatever floats their boat. So there is a route that way, or there is a route that way to some flags. Alright, the next question then. Ice platform or cannon? Put your votes in. Medium rare. I look well done there. Right, so ice platform or cannon? Obviously the ice platform is here. Cannon is there. So the cannon will lead up through that hole probably. We've got one for cannon. Alright. Cannon, it is there. Right, so there's some things jumping out of the lava. They are fish, not fireballs, so this is not Mario. Right, here is the cannon. And a flamethrower. Up we go. Now we can also see from here that the ice platform would have gone to those flags and gone over there. I wonder what that is. Maybe there'll be some relics over there. One to explore next time. So after this, after we get the timepiece for here, maybe we'll go over there and see what that leads to. Because it doesn't look like it comes back. There's no flags up there. So maybe there's some treasure. Right, so for this one we'll need to use the hat that makes these platforms visible. Fair enough. Thanks for the lurk. And yeah, hope you have a productive time with your PhD in that regard. There is a cannon there. I don't think I can do any fancy jumping to get over there, so we're gonna have to go back. Right, so these platforms will fall down, and so will that one that I was trying to get to. Ooh, I only just made that. Right, so these birds are on fire. Again. And we'll go to this cannon over here. I think that's the last level to get to. Alright. There's the timepiece. And there's also some yarn. So while we're here, we will get that yarn. It seems a shame not to. Now, the question is, will there be an invisible wall or not? There is not. Excellent. And we have the lava timepiece. flowers have bloomed. So we're going to go back there briefly, just to see where that flag went. Because there could be a relic, and we need all of the relics to get the remaining items for the time rifts, the purple time rifts. So we needed to get to the second level, I think it was, of the lava cake just to get to that. There is also the path to the left, which they mentioned. This person.
This heat is great. Oh, it's even hotter to the right.
It's even hotter to the right. Let's go left this time. So, that looks like a different part entirely. Okay. Curiosity's got me here. I'm going over here. There is some treasure up there. Mystifying Time Mesa. So this leads up there.
This way doesn't lead to any peaks.
This way doesn't lead to any peaks, but there is a horn up there. There is also something glowing that was up there as well. I wonder if there's an easier way to get up there. Doesn't look like it. Ooh. I don't think I'm going to be able to make that. No. So maybe I have to use that horn there. There's the bird cage. So we'll head down here.
Hey, this way doesn't.
Now there is a button here, which we will press. That is timed. I'm not going to make that. Okay, so now we know what that does. Right. Get rid of the bird. Get that out of the way. This time we should make it. Or not. Okay, right, so it will require a double jump for that one. Okay, just about clipped through that. That was very close though. So, from there, I think there was... Oh, there's a blue button here. What does this do? Oh, I need to press both blue buttons. Okay, I think it's just bugged in terms of how it looks. Whoops. Right, let's try that again. It's easier to go down than it is up, so... That did not work. Oh, it's put me back here. That's awkward. Right, let's go back over. So we need to activate this button again. One of those. Oh, so if you successfully do it, it stays. Okay. And there is some health here. I don't think I can make that jump. I think that will come down if I successfully do this. At least that makes sense to me. There we go. Oh, that one's a tight one. Right, up we go. So there is a horn up here. And some healing, so that's handy. So there's that way. That leads to a gate of some description. And there's this way that leads to... well, wherever this leads to. The horn should be somewhere. There is a green button there. And there is a green... oh, there's a relic right there. So that's what we're looking for right there. So there's a green button there, there, and there. Might be easy to start with this one. Right. 5 seconds. That's a piss take. There must be something more to this. 'Cause 5 seconds isn't enough to get all 3 green buttons. Oh, I see. Okay, so what I need to do is get this one, then that one, then that one, I'm guessing. Nice. Right, there we go. That was not the easiest in the world. So the horn raised. Ah, it's up here. So this should unlock a new route. I was just about to say, hopefully it's next to me, so I can go and get that relic. Is this the last crayon? I don't know, but in fact I haven't checked how many crayons I have, so is this crayon? It is not a crayon, so maybe I have all of the crayons. That'll be one to check. Right, so now we need to go back to the volcano. What's the quickest way down? That seems to be it. Right, so back to the volcano we go. And then we need to go on the right hand path again. And get up to that 3rd layer where the flags are leading out. Go over here. Here we go. Right, so I'm going to explore this, so where the flags are, and then what I'll do is I'll rezone, and we'll see if we can find a relic hub in the hub, and see how many crowns we've got for a start. And then we can go to the bell. Right, so we're back at the lava cake. Our objective is that mountain on the right. And it could be anything, or it could be nothing. It could also be like a later stage of the level, if there is one. Maybe a time rift will spawn up there at some point. I don't know if I have to go out of the level and back in for that to happen. So what we'll do is we'll go and have a look and go from there. So up here, oh, you need to be on this platform. Should be able to get to that. Nice. So we need to get to that cannon round there. Should be on this level. There it is. Right, so if we use the ice hat, here we are. I think I spy some treasure. I don't know if that person said that last time or if we actually came close enough for it to say it. So there should be some treasure over here. Now that looks like an interesting jump. We will equip the sprint hat. We need to go up a bit more. Oh, that almost went wrong. Ignoring the firebirds. Here is some treasure. And we got a rift token. Right. So now that we've got that, the next objective is that giant bell in the distance. But first, we're going to go back to the hub. And see if we can create one of the full relics with the crayons. Hopefully, we've got all of them. Otherwise, I'm going to have to find it somehow. So, there's a button here. The emergency button, perfectly designed for moments when you need a button to push, but can't find one anywhere else. So it doesn't do anything. Right. Was there a relic point somewhere nearby? I'm fairly sure there was, but I didn't build one. Might have been through here. Okay, so I did build that one. This bit can be unlocked to go further down, but we won't do that just yet. Alright, we'll find the relic point a bit later then. For now, let's go and do the next stage. The bell. And maybe there might be a rift. Is there one? There is not yet. However, we're one stage off of the finale by the looks of it. And that means we're going to the bell. Right, so the bell was the green flag, so we need to go up there. I'm going to try and get all of the timepieces as we go along before we go to the next level, but sometimes you have to get new tools. There is a hat that we do not have yet, which we got some yarn for in the windmill, which is the time stop hat. So we'll aim to get some more yarn if we see it as well. So now we've got some platforms. It looks like the gimmick of this one is going to be invisible platforms. So we need to be careful because the hat doesn't last very long. And the cooldown is quite large, so if it disappears while it's in use, then there's a problem. So with the bells, they will last longer, but not excessively longer. Oh. So if it overlaps, then it breaks. Right, hit that again. So I need to be quick here. And we made it. Right, so that takes us a little bit closer at least to the bell. Actually, no, it looks like it's taken us directly to it. Okay, we are at the Twilight Bell. Oh, I think I remember what happens here. So, I have mentioned before in one of the earlier streams that I have played this before. And this, I believe, teleports us. Look at that thing, if only I could reach it. So if we ring this, I think it does something. Yes, here we go. We are now in wherever this is. So, kind of like a time rift it looks like, but not really at the same time. We will need this hat. If we jump on top of that before activating it. So, for this one, it looks like we need to ring that. Or it's... Doesn't look like we can bring it. So, I'm going to have to jump along the outside where I can get to. Right, that seems to be the method. If I can't ring those red ones, I'll have to use what I can. So as we've seen in the ship, the green mask gets rid of the purple as well. So there is an enemy here that I can't hit without using the mask. There is something up there. So there's a padlock there, so we need a key. There are different ways of going up. I think I'm going to choose this way this time. So these are solid and will stay solid while I'm not using the masks, which is good. Okay, I think I'm going to need the sprint hat for this. Because this looks very much like we need to get to the end very quickly. Okay, right. That didn't work so well. But... okay, right. Okay, I can't run up those either. That is good to know. It might have been beneficial to get that cooldown bad, so if this doesn't work out, maybe I'll go and do that. I think we're going to have to cut corners to make this work. So cut that corner. Ooh, only just. Right, make that solid. So, we have some flags. And those flags lead up to that platform up there. The other way that I could have gone is just down there anyway. So what we'll do is ring that and jump down. Right, so now that's running out, I can walk on here, but I need to be very careful not to step into those zones. Health is handy. Risky, but there is some yarn down here. Right, so we need to go through this. Ooh, nearly fell down. Right, so there's the key. We need that key to get to that lock, which presumably will get us to those flags. I'm going to do this with the sprint hat, actually. Maybe I won't need it. That's pretty good. Right, so we have the key. Now we need to go down here again. It should just be a case of jumping over and deactivating this. And there is the lock. Right. We have unlocked a checkpoint. Right, so activating the mask made this block solid and pushed that up. And gives you just a second to walk through. Right, so we don't need to activate anything there. We will need to here. See if I can get as high up as possible. Okay, there's something else that I need to do by the looks of it. There's the door. There's some yarn over there. There are some things just below where we are right now. So there is an ice platform to go over to the yarn. Oh, I see. Right. Put that out of the way. That will get me to the yarn. Right, so down here, okay, so I've managed to bring that down. So I needed to activate the mask up there to bring it down to here, then the mask down here to bring it down a bit further. Get rid of these while I'm at it. So now we can get up there. However, we also need a key, because behind this gate is a lock. So we can't get through there yet. There is that goat up there. But I don't see a way of getting up there. Key looks like it gets us to those flags. There is this down here. Right, so there's the key. So we can't get that key just yet. It looks like we need to use that to do something. Maybe that's a red herring. Maybe there's something up there that we need to do. That's strange though. Is there anything else that it hides? Oh, I see. Okay. So we use half the block to get into the key. There we go. Right, so now that we have the key, we can go back up here to this lock. And somehow that gets us through there, but okay. Right, so we need to get up there. I think we can just jump across this. Don't ring this bell here. That'll do nicely. Right, that went better than I thought it would. And here's the flags that we unlocked earlier. So this will get us up to the timepiece. Is there anything else? Is the question. This looks very conspicuous. Why is there coins over here? Suggests that there might be something else somewhere. There's an invisible wall there, so that is not going to be the way we're going. I don't see anything else. That could be like a secret or anything, so we'll just head up here. I think timepiece is directly below me. Yep, there we go. Inside the block. Timepiece number 5. And another flower bloomed. So that should unlock the finale. The illness has spread. Okay, we've got some sort of illness. As it's pollen, maybe some severe hay fever. Okay, so there's giant flowers now. That looks not great. And the sky has darkened. Right, so there's a flower over there, there's a flower over there, and there's a flower over there at least. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go this way first. goat looks evil. So it looks like the best way to get to that one is to go towards the birdhouse. Lightning. And then take the second set of flags over to where those eggs are. I hope that's possible. Right, so we now need to go left. And that should take us right to that flower. Well, not quite right to it, but right, so it's over there. Need to be careful here. That ladder looks a bit too warm. So that platform is gone. You can see where the lightning is going to strike just about before. Right, so we've got some new jump platforms. Which is to do with the flower itself. There it is. Right. So we're not too far away from it now. It is firing stuff at us though. Now, will the flower itself be the boss? Or will it be something else? Smack it. Right, so this area is done. I don't know if we can rezone, so I'm going to have to run back, and we're going to take the blue flags next to go to the windmill. I don't know if there's one, it doesn't look like there's one in there, so that's lucky in that regard. So when you take the flags back, we'll go back this way. I hope we can get back this way. Yes, we can. And that is not the right way. I'm inside the mountain. Okay, so there's no death plane on that part of the mountain. Aha! Alright, there's a quick way of getting back to the flags. We have lost one life though. Should be able to get back. Right, so here's the flag. So now we're back at the central area. Luckily there's some healing right there. And I'm going to use the ice hat to get up to here. And then we'll go back to the sprint hat. And go for the blue flags, as I was saying earlier. And that will take us to the windmill. Now I think I'm going to go left and hope for the best that this is the correct way. Yes it is. Alright. I was thinking I might go right, but no, left was correct. Okay, so there's lots of flowers here and lightning. Have a look over at that one over there. It looks like it might be on some islands to the right there. We'll go to that in a minute though. So first things first, need to go this way instead. The flower is on top of this area up here. Oh no, there's the hooks up there. Right, so I've gone the right. Right, so it's up here. And then these hooks. Right, so that's where the flower is. We need to not get struck by the lightning. Now. Okay, so those flowers explode. Luckily there's some health here. And the lightning, if you do not jump, stuns you and knocks you over briefly. Right, so here we are at the flower. We just need to hit it and not be hit by those things. Right. Next one looks like the final one. Oh, the goat fell over. So I don't think we can jump down and just grab the flags. So I'm gonna have to go down from here. Right, and now it looked like the last one is in the lava area, so we'll have to take the red flags. I'm guessing there's not going to be any in the bell area because that is a separate area entirely. So it should just be down here. We've got quite a lot of coins, so once this finale is done, there might be a time rift. One of the blue ones, and then we can try and unlock the next time rift. So there is a hook there, so I'm guessing we have to go right. Yep, that looks about right. The lightning destroyed the platform. Oops. Right, so how do we get over there? There are a set of hooks just above where we are right now. I'm anticipating some lightning coming up very shortly. There it is. So we need to go up these hooks. Checkpoint. Health is handy, although I think I've got full health at the moment. Messed up that jump. Oh, there's a hook here. That's not the one that I wanted to go to though. That was the one that got me up here. So we need to go up here. There we go. So we can't take that flag. There is the flower over there, and there are some hooks up here on the burning building. This looks like it's going to be the right way. Yep, there it is. So, that is lightning. Oh no, that's a vine. Ow. There's some health. Need to avoid those. This one seems like the hardest one so far. A lot more going on. And they do not like me now. Oh. One health left. Right. Only just. But we got there.
Is it over? The air is clear again. And the goats seem to have come to their senses again. I don't really understand it, but I assume we have you to thank. We found this in a cluster of those flowers after they wilted again. You were pretty insistent on going after the others, so I guess it belongs to you? Thank you for helping us.
Right, so that should have been the finale for the level, but it won't be the last timepiece for the level. There will be another time rift. So far there's been about 3 time rifts per chapter, so there should be one more blue one and then maybe a purple one. However, the crayons that we got might be for a different level. Right, so let's have a look and see if another blue time rift has appeared. Yep, there we go. And that was the finale. So there is a red beam here, green and blue flags here. Oh, that's the bell, so it's right near the bell. Okay, right. To the bell. Oh, I think that's the bell. Let's see if the hat actually says where we're going. It does not. It points at the birdhouse again. So maybe there's another thing up there. Maybe not. I don't think there is though. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the bell, which the quickest way is probably going to be on this ice platform.
Birds at the birdhouse.
So based on the screenshot, the photo, it should be right near the bell where we're going for this time rift.
The Twilight Bell is just ahead.
Because I could see the kind of bell string. Oh, messed that one up. Oh, we have to jump all over again. Right. Double jump, double jump.
The Twilight Bell is just ahead.
Right, recharge that before going on. So it should be up here. It should be on one of the bushes right at the top here. I think it's going to be on that right one that hasn't quite loaded in yet. Yep, there it is. Right. Time for the second timer. So the first one we had to use the mask quite a bit. This one we have goats, we do have an invisible platform, and we do have the red floating things that interrupt the mask. It looks like this is fairly easy to walk around. Hit one of those. I'm not quite sure what that is for. Oops. That almost went wrong. I can't hit that from here. But I'm guessing we don't need it. Slightly strange. This I think we can skip and just jump. No one told me we'd be playing Donkey Kong today. If you get that reference and you know the original kind of Donkey Kong where he rolls the barrels down, good stuff, right? That's the one I'm referring to. Not quite the same, obviously, but right. So if we time it to jump up here, I will need to jump through this. It's going to be a blind jump. Okay, right. That went better than I expected. And here is the timepiece. So we've got those two time rifts, and now I need to find a spot to build that relic. And hopefully we've got all of the pieces. First, let's try a reroll. Try once more. Okay, we've got a new colour. I'm going to keep the one that we've got on right now. And let's find a relic spot. So I think the only thing missing from this one is a purple time rift, which is right here. And we can't do that until we've built the relic. So we do have a crayon that we got from this level. I don't know if it'll be for this level though or not. We also got some sort of talisman amulet type thing. I'm wondering if we can rebuild one of the relics here. No, we can't. Okay, so we're gonna have to find a relic spot. Don't know if there's any in here. Otherwise we might have to unlock another area. Oh no, there is one here. Nice. Right. Okay, that doesn't seem quite right. We've got a cardboard box. Oh, right. Here we go. There we go. I just didn't put the box down. It's a match. So... okay, that's unlocked it for where we were, so that's perfect. Pack gulp. There's one of the crows. The mafia family there. Alright. Let's go and do that purple rift. Right. So. That's Spooky Forest. I think it was in here, wasn't it? Yeah. Alright. And there's the purple rift. So. This should be one that's relevant to it. So there's a purple rift. We can see the lava place over there. We can also see a red flag. So there's a couple of jumping hoops here as well. Red flag. And some platforms. So. Let's have a quick look and see if we can find that. Oh, it's right there. That is very handy. It's right here, right at the start. There's the jumping hoops and the red flags. That worked out really well. So, we're doing the Alpine Skyline Time Rift. This one should be relevant to the level, as I was saying, and so let's see what it gives us. There's some purple crystals. There's one of these which has fallen out. Okay, so we climb up this mountain. Did I just skip the bit that... Right. Now, for those who haven't seen me play this so far, there is a collectible in the Purple Time Rift, which is kind of like a picture. Whoops. I keep getting stuck in the hay. And they vary per Time Rift. Some of them have more than others. This one only has 5 to find, but that means they might be more hidden, or this Time Rift might be shorter than the rest. So we need to be careful not to miss any, otherwise you have to come back and do it again. So to get through this bit, we're going to need 3 tokens. Here's one of them. And there's one of the collectible pictures. So not too hidden on that one, but easily missed. So there's another token. So we'll need at least one more token. There is a chance that 2 of the picture pieces are in this zone because there's multiple glowing areas. Right, so we've unlocked the next bit. I wonder if we can get up there. Doesn't look like there's any route up. Oh, there are some cats though. One of the most annoying enemies in this game that I've encountered so far. Right, so before we go anywhere, we've got 2 out of 5 of the picture pieces. It doesn't look like there's any more here. So that means we can head towards the final bit. I wonder if I can get up that way. If I jump on top of this pole, I don't know if I will be able to or not. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, so it doesn't look like the top of that is solid. So we'll leave that. And hopefully we haven't missed anything of the picture variety. Can have a quick look behind the goal up here. There's sometimes platforms, so there's a chance that one could have been there, for example, if the developers so wished. So there's a glowy thing up there and a glowy thing up there. We still need to get some tokens. Is that something down there? No. So we head up this way. This looks like it's a token. So this area seems a little bit bigger, so that up there could be one of the things I'm looking for. And then there's also this area over here. So we'll go this way first since it's closer. And there was... Oh, I can hook onto that behind me, but that isn't useful at the moment. Doesn't look like I can get up there or around there. So we'll leave that. So there's a token here, but there was also something else glowing. Maybe at the top? So just up here, we've got one of the picture pieces. I wonder if I can get any higher up. No, I can't. Okay, so it doesn't want me to go up there. We need 4 tokens to get through. I have 5, so I could go to the end bit right now, but might miss something if we do. Is there anything down here? We've got some crows. And there was a secret glowy bit there. Such weird jokes that they tell. So, where is the pipe? Was it further down? Yes, it was. So I think we've got everything from this zone. Quickly check behind the goal. Looks like it, so we'll go into the next one. So there's either going to be 1 or 2 in this bit, and then if there's 2, then that's all of the picture pieces, but if not, then there might be one in the last zone, but generally speaking there hasn't been so far as I remember. There's the pipe. We'll check that quickly to see if there's anything behind it. There is not. So we can jump up here. There's one of them. Just there. That could be one up there as well. Nothing hidden out here. Right. So this is where we will need to use the mask. Although, can I get up there now? From here? No, I cannot. So it looks like we have to go through that waterfall to get on top of there. So we'll come back to that. We do need the dweller mask here. Okay, let's try that again. I jumped a bit too far for that balloon. That's better. Right, so there's a token here. Token up there. I want to get that over there. Oops. I didn't want to do that. What's the best way of getting over to that zone? It looks like we have to go up that way where I've just fallen down from anyway. So get the dweller mask out again. Jump on those. It might be that I have to jump onto this cube and then double jump up here. That didn't work. There is a route just over this way. Oh, time bomb. Or egg bomb. token just here. And some health. Doesn't look like there's anything secret up there. I'm hoping I haven't missed one of the picture pieces. That looks like it would be a token. This is a token. Now that we're higher up, I need to somehow get over there to get on top of that. There is a jump hook there because I need to get over to that platform over on that end where the glowing bit is. Am I able to get on top of this roof? I am not. It looks like I need to go over to those cubes and successfully do the jump. Or there might be something else that I'm missing. Let's go back over here. And get over there for a start. So there's no jump hooks here. So we'll follow it back up. So that's a token up there. That means there's only one photo piece that I've seen so far in this level. Right, that worked better that time. So we're now here. That's progress. There is a line of coins here which suggests that this is the way. That looks like a solid wall behind that, so it's going to be a jump over here. Now I don't think we need all of the tokens, but one thing that is worth looking for is for more picture pieces. Because if we miss one here, then that won't be possible anymore. Okay, that waterfall is solid. Now that was a token up there, not a picture piece. So, I think we should be good to go after a quick check around. There's nothing just hidden over here. We will get the token just for completion's sake. Right, so it doesn't look like there's any more glowing objects on this map, so we will go to the next section and hopefully there will be a picture piece behind or somewhere before. There are clouds, but that doesn't look like a picture piece. Looks like it's going to be a miss on this occasion. Unless these clouds are solid. They are not. Okay, so the picture pieces don't necessarily give us anything, or the photos don't necessarily give us anything like time rifts or any time pieces as far as I remember. So it's going to be a case of coming back to that to complete later on. But that is this time rift complete. 4 out of 5. We got goat. Another goat. Somehow climbing the cliff there. Alright. And then one missing one. And we do get to roll. New remix. Next one. We got a new colour. Right. We will go with that. The Widow. Right, let's see how we look after getting the new colour. The Widow. Right. All black. Except the mask. And the brewing hat. So that is chapter 4 fully complete. The next chapter is not too far away. Or at least a zone that we can have a look at. Which is in this area here, where one of the relics was placed. Just here, there is also this unlockable area here for 20 timepieces. We have 38, which should be plenty. Okay, so that one is the DLC, so we'll come back to that one. The Yakuza Metro. So that one is later on. Let's see what the name is for chapter 5. I believe chapter 5 is up. This is the next area that it's pointing me to. So it should be here. If we unlock that. Power has been restored to the attic. The chapter Time's End is now available. Alright, let's have a look at the stages. There are buttons to press in order to get this stage unlocked. That's one of them. That's the next one. And it looks like you need all of the hats that we've got so far to unlock this area. So, Time's End, the finale. We've got a boss battle straight away. And that's where we're going to leave it today. Next time we will complete Time's End and maybe have a look at the DLC. Thank you for watching, and I hope you had a good time. I certainly did. That was a lot of jumping around. Very good for those who like jumping puzzles. I really do like them, so it was pretty good. Right, that's all for today. As I say, we'll look at Time's End next time. And now we're going to raid someone.